Hi, so let's do a quick analysis at the end of 10th of Jan, and for this week, today is Monday. So there were a few stocks. BHEL 65 seems like a good target. IDFC is definitely, I've been tweeting about IDFC since last few days. A very good up move may come, and from a target perspective, definitely 70 seems to be coming. City Union Bank is also trying to go towards the levels of 150. That might be a psychological resistance. Today in the morning, I tweeted about SRF Aarti Industries as well as Deepak Nitrite. So Aarti also did a very good run today. Bank of Baroda as well as Canara Bank over here both ended at day's high, together with, of course, State Bank of India lingering at 500 levels. Indian Cement, PVR was I knew that PVR is going to reverse. On last Friday I tweeted around about at 2:30 p.m. So we were able to get some 4-5% move in PVR, as well as I also tweeted about HDFC. So that was also that also showed a good move. So most of this PSU banks, you can see PNB, Canara Bank, and earlier we saw Bank of Baroda. So they are showing good momentum. Titan is definitely post for 2800s, and so this is something you should be. I will be keeping in my radar. Dal Bharat also gave us a good move. Marathi also closed above the levels of 8,000, so it's also a good sign. Tata Motors is also above 500, so this is also a really good. So Hero Moto, Maruti, Tata Motors, as well as Bajaj Auto. So few of this few of this auto companies, they were looking really good. Chambal Fertilizer, it seems like at the end of the day there are some long positions added in Chambal Fertilizer, and going forward it can go for a new 52 or all-time high. Atul also gave us a good move. I tweeted about Atul early in the morning, around about 11 o'clock in the morning today, so this also went well. Manappuram, unfortunately it was so this is actually a very good trade. Going forward, agar ye 170, if it reverses from the levels of 170, and if it so this might be a very good short candidate. Till then it might and closing above 170 will again take it towards the levels of 200, which is definitely a huge resistance for Manappuram. Bharat Forge was lingering at 700, and this is the time when I tweeted about it and I created some positions. Today it was safely able to close above the levels of 750. So this was also Indigo, though there was some news flow, negative news flow, still it was able to make a good move today, and this was also true for Infi. Infi was the only company which was able to give a good move, and it closed very near to its day high. So these are few of the stocks which were in motion. MFSL, if you remember, we were talking about 1100, so right now it's inching towards the levels of 1100. Today it went towards the levels of 1070, and I think very soon we would be seeing the levels of 1100 in MFSL. Other than that, if you look into this, see Navin Fluorine also. I didn't tweet about Navin Fluorine. I tweeted SRF, Aarti, and Deepak Nitrite. So these were showing good move. If I'm not wrong, SRF actually made a all-time high today, and so this was also a good sector which we were able to identify at during the trading session. It seems like Muthoot Finance is also nicely consolidating, holding the levels of 1500. So going forward, Muthoot Finance would also be a stock which I would be keeping in my radar. Astral showing wonderful structure, and my target of 2500 is still intact, and definitely I would be very much interested to book some profit at 2500. I've been carrying this since the levels of 2060, and this has been some 3-4 months now. So 2500 was my target, and it's very near to those levels. Other than that, these dojis, so basically Hind Copper may give a good move in the very near vicinity, and so that would be a good swing trade. We will take it in either direction, it doesn't matter. From the looks of today, it seems like if it closes below the levels of 130, so definitely it can again correct towards the levels of 115. Balram Chini, fantastic consolidation ongoing since last 4 days. A good move came over here, closing above 400, and this is a nice trade you should be keeping in track. Especially you should be looking for during say at mid session of how it's moving. Asian Paint also and trading at all-time highs, so this is also a good stock which we can consider. It seems like there are some short positions getting created in Havels as well as so today all the IT stocks were down. Emphasis was down. Rail, fantastic structure. I tweeted I added rain at 241 levels, and I'm still holding. From a target perspective, definitely 280 to 300 in medium term is definitely what I'm looking for. So at the very end we have all the weak stocks. So SBI card was able to at least hold the levels of 900, but this looks weak. So is PI industry is also weak. You can see it was well between 3100 and 2800. It's just bouncing between these 300 points. Chola Finance, we added some positions at 560, and this was, I tweeted roundabout at 5th. So my target was 580, and this was actually met today, and my next target is 600. Let's see if it is able to move tomorrow. I am very much optimistic. From a week perspective, companies like Coforge, LTTS and Ipcalab, I really don't know what happened with Ipcalab, why this chart is showing like this, but yeah, Ipcalab is, it seems like at the end of the day there are some short positions which have been carried forward, and for a reversal I think Wipro can be a good candidate. Wipro is trading very near to its all-time high at 740 region, and so basically this can be a good candidate. Sale also seems ended at 110, so it seems like these are really some weak candidates which you should avoid. In IT space, I'm very much optimistic in LTI, though it closed at day's low just like LTTS and Coforge. But it looks good to me, and I think I will be adding aggressively Coforge very soon. I'm just preparing myself for that, and I'm just waiting for some sort of a reversal candidate. And so for Power Grid is also dancing between the levels of 200 and 210. At the end of the day, it seems like there are some short positions which are which have been carried forward for the next trading session. So let's see how this moves. So in general, the market was really good. So the top performing sector was definitely PSU banks. So all this Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank, PNB, together with that RBL and Federal Bank, they also gave some move. And a few days ago I mentioned about Bandhan Bank. Yeah, exactly. So this also is so I talked about Bandhan Bank going towards the levels of 280, and so right now it has gone towards 275. So I think 280, no, it's a 275. Okay, so it has gone towards 275. I told about adding when it crosses 266, I think, and this was discussed in my last video. That you will find at, if you click on the I button, then you will find the actual analysis over there. The last company I want to talk about is SBI Life. So SBI Life we identified in the last trading session, and today we have got a good move going forward. Definitely this, you can see there was a nice reversal. As long as 1200 levels are not breached, there can be still a good move expected from that. So thanks a lot for listening. Hope this video is going to bring you some ideas, and you can see these are very interesting, important structures, because theoretically it's just trying to hold this level of 50. If it closes below 50, then there would be a nice good swing short trade. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this video is going to help you. Bye bye.